Students, let us watch how to solve the NCRT based type questions from structure of an atom. Question number 14 onwards. How much energy is required to ionize a hydrogen atom if the electron is present? That means electron occupies n equal to fifth orbit. Compare your answer with the ionization enthalpy of hydrogen atom. See, in this question, what they mentioned, the orbit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3, n equal to 4, and n equal to 5. In here, electrons are present that you have to remove. So, how much energy is required? That is the question. How much energy is required to remove the electron? That ionize means nothing. Its ionization energy means what? Energy required to remove the electron from the outermost orbital. Ionization energy. So energy required to remove the electron or ionize the electron, a hydrogen atom, if suppose the electron occupies in that fifth orbit. Okay. Now the second point what they are mentioning, compare your answer with the ionization enthalpy of hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom, what it is, energy required to remove the electron from n equal to first orbit. Okay. Now let us find the formula for this. First one, what it is, energy of an nth orbit. Nth orbit, what is the formula? Minus 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 by n squared joule per atom. Right, this is the formula. Now, that means here n squared they mentioned, so that means n1 equal to 5. This is 1. And n2 equal to infinity. So that means here, let us find the formula for delta E. Delta E, energy required, that is n1 and n2, no. That means here delta E equal to minus 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into 1 by n squared. So divided by n squared, no. So here let us go in this way. 1 by n 2 square minus 1 by n1 square. See, n2 minus n1 from what it is, higher level to lower level, like. Okay. Now next one, let us apply the value minus 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into 1 by infinity square minus 1 by 20, what it is, 5 square, 5, no. So just I put it 25. Okay, 5 squared, right? So what is the answer? You will get it minus 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into here, infinity square 0 only, so no need to mention here, minus 25, right? 1 by 25, so minus 25. So that means here this minus and this minus will be cancelled. So that means what is the answer? You will get it 0.872 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. Delta E equal, no. So that is joule. Okay. Now in this, here, can we write it in this way? 8.72 into 10 to the power of minus 20 joule. For this, how much energy? This is fifth orbit. Fifth orbit electron, to remove how much energy required? 8.72 into 10 to the power of minus 20 joule required. Okay, now the next point what they are mentioning, here compare your answer with the ionization enthalpy of hydrogen atom. So that is N1 equal to how much? N2 equal to how much? So N1 equal to first orbit, because N equal to 1, that for first orbit. N2 equal to infinity. Now let us identify delta E. We can delta E dash we can keep, because this is comparison. So it's delta E dash and this is delta E. This is for the fifth orbit. This is for fifth orbit and this is for first orbit. First orbit. Right. So delta E equal to the same way, minus 21.8 into 1 by infinity square. minus 1 by here 1 square, right? The same formula only we are using, n2 square minus n1 square. N2 it is infinitive and n1 equal to what it is? 1. First orbit. Okay, so what is the value you will get? Minus 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19. I forgot to put. So into 10 to the power of minus 19 into minus 1 square, 1 only you will get it. So you will get, what is that answer? This minus and this minus will be cancelled. So that means 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 delta E dash. You are getting this answer. Okay, now let us compare these both. Delta E dash divided by delta E equal to 21.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. This is joule. I forgot to put the unit, divided by 8.72 into 10 to the power of minus 20. See here, 20 joule. Okay, so that means here what is the answer you will get? 2.5 into 10 to the power of 1, because here what it is? Minus 20, no? So when it goes plus 1, so that means here 25. So delta E dash, delta E dash equal to 25. So actually this is 25 times. So 25 into delta E. So this is the answer comparison. So that means the energy required to remove the electron from the fifth orbit, it is actually how much it is, this one, and first orbit, this is the answer. Now both if we compare, 25 times we are requiring to remove the electron from the fifth orbit. So this is the first orbit, only this much energy is required. But whereas fifth orbit electron, this much energy is required. So when we are comparing both, 25 times which is required energy to remove the electron from the fifth orbit. I hope you got a clear idea. So delta E dash equal to 25 into delta E. Yes, got it? Next question. Now, the next question tells about what is the maximum number of emission lines when the excited electron of the hydrogen atom in n equal to 6 drops the ground state. Now, how to identify? This is very simple. Now, what is the formula for number of spectral lines? Number of spectral lines. Spectral lines equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. N into n minus 1 by 2. N equal to what actually? Number of spectral lines now? N equal to 6 they mention here. So that means here 6 into 6 minus 1 divided by 2. So that means here 5 into 6, right? Here 5 and here 6 divided by 2. That means 30 divided by 2. Here 15 lines. Right? So this is the answer. I hope you got a clear idea. What is the maximum number of emission lines? So 15 lines it may emitted. Right? Okay. Now next question. The energy associated with the first orbit of hydrogen atom is minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule per atom. What is the energy associated with the fifth orbit? And the next question, calculate the Bohr's fifth orbit of hydrogen atom. This is actually very simple. 14th question, what we have seen, the same idea only we can get it. But you just let us check with it. Okay, now the energy associated with the nth orbit. See, energy associated with the nth orbit. So, what is the answer you will provide here? Minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 divided by n square joule per atom. So, this is for the nth orbit. Now, let us check the fifth orbit. So, what is the answer you will provide for the fifth orbit? N squared means here 5 squared, right? So minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 divided by 5 squared joule per atom. So here 25, no? So that means what you will bring here, minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 divided by 25 joule per atom. So you will bring the answer here, minus 8.72 into 10 to the power of minus 20 joule. Here energy only they are mentioning, no? So minus 8.72 into 10 to the power of minus 20 joule. Okay, now the second question. See, this is the first question. Now let us check the second one. What is that? Calculate the radius of Bohr's fifth orbit of hydrogen atom. How to identify that? Calculate the radius of Bohr's orbit. So ER, radius equal to 0.529 into n squared divided by Z Armstrong. So that is the formula for to find out the what it is, radius, Bohr's radius of hydrogen atom. See, actually I have given this formulas, parameters, Bohr's parameters I have given. Please check those videos, so you will get all those three parameters of Bohr's structure of an atom. In the parameters I have given, so related problems also will be available, I mentioned. So you just check it. So this is that what it is, calculate the radius of Bohr's fifth hydrogen atom. So here n squared they mentioned, no? So what is it, n squared here? Fifth orbit, no? So that means here 0.529 into n squared, that is 5 squared, divided by atomic number. Z is that atomic number. So that is hydrogen atomic number 1. So that means you will get it here. This is Armstrong, right? 0.529 into 25 divided by 1 Armstrong. So you will get the answer. Is it visible? Yes, you will get the answer here, 13.225 Armstrong, right? So 13.225 Armstrong can be converted into nanometer. See, this is Armstrong, what it is, 13.225 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. This is Armstrong. Suppose if we converted into nanometer, how do we convert? 1.3225 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter, or 1.3225 nanometer. See, you please check the answer. Is it visible? This point I just mentioned, is it visible? Nanometer and Armstrong. I hope you're clear with that 15th question and 16th question. Let us go and identify the next question. Yes, got it. Now how to find out that orbit, energy associated with that fifth orbit and the radius of that Bohr's orbit of hydrogen atom. Yes, fine. Now let us go for the next question. Now let us check another question. Calculate the wave number of longest wavelength transition in the Balmer series of atomic hydrogen. Okay, actually this is very interesting question. Wave number, what is the formula? Wave number nu bar equal to 1 by lambda, that is reciprocal of the wavelength, equal to RH, that is Rydberg's constant, into 1 by n1 squared minus 1 by n2 squared, right? This is the formula. Now n1 and n2, n1 they mentioned Balmer series. Balmer series means what it is? Second. Lyman, Palmer, Paschen, bracket, Fun. So that means the second line. So N2 equal to 3. Okay, now we found that N1 and N2. Now longest wavelength means shortest energy. So that level from that here, this is n equal to 2 and n equal to 3. So the energy comes from third level to second level. Yes. Okay, now fine. Now this is nu bar equal to 1 by lambda equal to RH 1.09767 into 10 to the power of 7 meter inverse into RH constant I just mentioned. 1 by N1 what it is? 2 square minus N2 what it is? 3 square. Right, this is only now. Okay, now that means 1.09767 into 10 to the power of 7 into what it is? Here 1 by 4 minus 1 by here what it is? 9. Right? Okay, so that means 1.09767 into 10 to the power of 7 into 5 by 36. So you will get the answer 5.4838 into 10 to the power of 7 divided by 36. These both you are multiplying divided by 36. So you will get 1.523 into 10 to the power of 6 meter inverse. Okay, I hope you got a clear idea. See, they are asking such kind of question also. See, suddenly they mentioned Balmer series. Balmer series means the second line. Now you just check it the same question instead of Balmer series. Some other series you just check it with that first n equal to 1. You just check the answer. Okay, hope you got an idea how to find out the answer. See, always longest wavelength, shortest energy, and the energy what it is transition in that Balmer series. So these are all the trick to identify the formula. See, what is that wave number formula? You know very well. So from this you can identify, and Balmer series n1 and n2 you can find out. So in that way you can apply. That's all. It's very simple and easy and interesting also if you have that idea. Yes, fine. Let us go for the next question. The next question is really interesting. What is the energy in joules required to shift the electrons of the hydrogen atom from the first Bohr's orbit to fifth Bohr's orbit? See, they mentioned very clearly here N1, N2, N3, N4, N5. So, here first orbit to fifth orbit, the electrons are shifting. So, N equal to 2, N equal to 3, N equal to 4, and N equal to 5. So the electrons are shifting from first orbit to fifth orbit. How much energy required? Okay, now in this next point, what they mentioned, what is the wavelength of the light emitted when the electron returns to the ground state? So again, the electrons are returning to the ground state. How much energy released? Okay, so that means emitted wavelength of the light emitted when the electrons returns to the ground state. Now ground state electron energy they have given, that is minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 11 ergs. Okay, now here delta E equal to E2 minus E1. Let us check. Okay, now in that first point what they mentioned, ergs they have given no. So 1 erg equal to 10 to the power of minus 7 joule, right? To minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 11 ergs means, therefore minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 11 into 1 erg how much? 10 to the power of minus 7. So altogether minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule. Yes, you got it. Okay, now energy delta E equal to delta E equal to what it is? Minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 divided by n squared joule per atom. Right. Okay, now n squared they mentioned, n equal to what it is? That is 1 to 5. That means n 1 equal to 5, n 2 equal to 1. So here, how to write that? Here, minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule into 1 by n2 squared. Right? n2 squared minus 1 by n1 squared. Right. Okay, now you can apply the value here. Minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule into 1 by 5 squared minus 1 by 1 squared. Here, 1 by 1 squared. Okay, now calculate this. So that means here, I just write it here, minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule into 1 by 25 minus 1 by 1. So that means 1 by 1 equal to minus 1 only we can put it. Minus 1. Right? Okay, now let us take that LCM and find the answer. Minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule into 1 divided by 25 minus 1, that means what it is? Minus 25. Right? So here equal to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 into minus 24 divided by 25. So minus and minus cancel. Right? Now what is the answer? You will get it. 2.09 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule. Okay, so this is the answer you are receiving for the delta E, right? So delta E equal to delta E, that means energy required to shift the electron from N1 to N5, that is 2.09 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule, or 2.09 into 10 to the power of minus 11 ogs. Ogs also you can mention. Hope you're clear with this. Okay, now the second point what they are mentioning, what is the wavelength of light emitted when the electron returns to the ground state? Ground state energy. Yes, so ground state, that means energy delta E equal to, I just mentioned here, delta E equal to hc by lambda. Now h, it is a Planck's constant, c it's a velocity, and lambda. Yes, so that means here lambda, you just bring it here. Lambda is equal to hc by delta E. Can we bring in this way, this formula? So delta E value we got it. So that means what is it? H, 6, Planck's constant, 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules a second into C value, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second divided by delta E, 2.09 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule. Now, what is the value you are receiving while calculating this? 9.51 into 10 to the power of minus 8 meter. Because it's a wavelength, no, they are asking what is the wavelength. That's what I just bring this formula. Delta E equal to hc by lambda. Now lambda only they are asking. So lambda is equal to hc by delta E. You just bring it here. The value what you are receiving, delta E value, you are just applying and you are receiving this. So 9.51 into 10 to the power of minus 8 meter, or 9.51 into 10 to the power of minus 6 centimeter, Or one more way also you can bring it. 951 Armstrong. Right? 951 Armstrong. So 951 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Yes, got it? Hope you're clear with it. Okay, nanometer. How can you change? How will you bring that nanometer? Come on, can you give that idea? How can you bring that this point in the nanometer? Put it in the comment box. Let me check it. Yes, fine. I hope you got a clear idea about that 18th question. How to identify from first level to fifth level. Again, it returns to first level. Yes, fine. Okay. Thank you for watching. I think you got a clear idea about all these questions, whatever we piled up. Thank you for watching.